Hello, my name is Ryan Markwitz. I'm going to be demonstrating just a little bit of the things that I've learned at my internship at Akima. Now, I will say like, right off the bat that I am under an NDA, so I can't really show you direct things, direct screenshots from the project that I'm working on. Anything that I'm going to be talking about when it relates to that project will be in vague terms, so I'm not going to really give you a big description on what I'm doing or anything like that. But I can at least go over some of the technical things that I've gone to learn. And so this is going to be a demonstration on some of that stuff. So I really, in a couple of hours, I've kind of compiled a little tiny demonstration to show you one of the things that I've learned, which is I used AWS-Textract for the project. So this is a optical character recognition service. So pretty much if you upload a PDF to AWS to their S3 bucket, and then you can call it on the back end, it'll use the service and it will pretty much break down like all the words on the page. The demonstration I'm going to be showing today is very, very basic version of it. I just pretty much call it, I get the text analyzation. So it pretty much just reads the page from like left to right, top down. It's not crazy complex. What I did for the company was a lot more complex. I actually tried. You can get metadata from Textract on like where words positions are. So I used it for getting words like near certain places on a standardized form pretty much. So like I would look for a label and then I would look for words around that to actually parse through a document like a standardized form, like parse through that document to get actual good like responses back from it, right? So this is not that. This is just a really quick demonstration of some of the things that I've learned. So what we're going to see is a Next.js front end application. So you'll actually get to see like an interactive website. It's like two endpoints. It's nothing crazy. It's very basic. And then I handle some of the stuff through AWS. So as mentioned earlier, I'm using the S3 bucket, and I'm also using Textract. And then we'll get to see how I used on the back end. I used Fast API. How I handled those endpoints. I didn't use any database. I didn't want to set that up. It was going to be way too long. It just needed to be a couple hours. This is just a demonstration. So, yeah, we can get into it. So, let's see here. This is my front end code. Oh, it's actually running. Oops. So, I'm going to start it again. That way I can actually pull up the page. Alright, I'm also going to make sure before I continue my backend is running. Yes, it is. Okay, good. Alright, so here is the web page that I've made. Pretty much what we're going to do, we're going to upload a PDF file, and then after I upload the PDF file, I can go into results. And it will show me okay, hold on, there we go. It will show me the actual text document. So it'll show me all the text in that PDF file. So right now, I haven't parsed anything, so you're not seeing anything. It says failed to fetch results because I haven't passed anything through it yet, but we'll go back to the upload endpoint, and we're going to upload something. And you know what, I'll show you what I'm uploading. You can take a look at it. This all out of the way here. Yep. So I'm going to take this one-page document, and we're going to see hopefully all the words that are okay. All right. Yeah. All right. Maybe not. All right, here we go. So we're going to see that all the words that are on this page are going to show up on that results page once I throw it through the PDF parser. So here, we're going to full screen it. We're going to select my PDF file. I will select the one page. Okay. And then we'll upload the PDF. Now it's going to take a little bit. We can take a look. Let's see, where's my backend? Come on. This is my front end. Where's my back end? There we go. Well, it should be validated now. I just saw that for my back end that it validated. But we can see the back end. It receives the request. I'll go over how the request gets sent. And then it'll wait to get it waits a little bit of time for S3 to get the file, and then after that it checks the file is there. It is there. So then it'll start the Textract job, and then we wait for it to succeed. And as you can see, the processing is complete, and it tells me the exact amount of characters that were in that file. So now I'm going to go to the results endpoint, and here we go. And we can, let's see, I'm working on one screen here, so. My screen is too small for this. All right, well, I mean, you can compare. I mean, obviously the formatting is going to be very different. It's just pulling the text, so the way that the text gets processed here, it's going to look very different from here, right? It's not going to have these lines or anything. It's just simply the text. But, I mean, you can look and you can see very clearly that the words that are on this page are actually showing up here. So, yeah, that's a cool little thing that I got to do. Again, it was a lot more complicated at Akima. I also got to use different. I got to use like different tools for it. So they have like a tables and a forms, like kind of like AI thing. So if there's like check boxes, it can check for that as well. And then like tables, if you have like columns and rows, it can check for those. So I use those for like other different types of forms to parse other information. So that was super helpful. It was not really that simple. All right, I'll go into the back end and we can see. Let's see. This is the parser. This is the main file that's being run. So normally you would have routers that handle your endpoints. I only have 2 endpoints, so I just grouped it all into the main file. It's pretty simple. So let's go to, this is where the upload is happening pretty much. So the front end will send a request to the back end, like a post request. And it will give the backend the file name that is uploaded to the S3 bucket. And then from there, the backend handles that. It'll pretty much go, it will call the parse, like the parsing function here. This is the parsing function here. And then after that, we return the document was successfully processed. And then you saw the length of the parse documents earlier. Okay, and then the results here, I'm just storing the parsed information into a string variable. So pretty much like if I actually ended this this backend response right now and I reloaded it, we wouldn't see this response. Whoop, this is the PDF. We wouldn't see this response on the page again until I actually upload it again. You would actually want to store that information like a database if you wanted to save it. I wasn't going to go through the trouble with that. This is just a demonstration. We are using a database. We are using Postgres. But for something simple like this, I didn't feel necessary to include that. It would have been a lot more hours of work. And then we have the results endpoint. Like I said, it's just pretty much grabbing the parsed doc. So this is the string variable that was getting stored. So it's just returning that. And if it doesn't exist, then we can throw an error. The PDF parser, it's honestly not too complex. We just call, this is the Textract API here. I also get my S3 bucket. And then we just start the job with the file name. I'm waiting for the job to finish. And then, yeah, I have a check for if the file exists. That was more of a debugging statement earlier. I was trying to figure out what was wrong with it. It's not really necessary, but and this is actually how it gets processed. So once let's see, we wait for the job. Okay. So yeah, once we wait for the job, we pretty much get the information that Textract provides, and we get all of the like words on the document by line. So I'm just going line by line, and I'm getting all the words, and I'm saving it in the text variable here, and that is what is being stored in the upload. Let's see. Right here. That's where it is. Yeah. Yep. Yep. The front end, honestly, not too much I want to go over. I used React elements, and CSS, and you can see like this is TypeScript. We're using next.js here. I think most of this stuff is just simple UI. The interesting stuff is how the backend is actually handled here, which you can see. So this is for the results endpoint. It's just, getting the data from the backend pretty much. And then here, this is where we actually call the S3 bucket. And then later, where is it? I'm trying to read this. Is right here. Yeah, this is where we actually notify the backend about the response. And then the backend handles the PDF parsing. So, that's my little demonstration. I will again say that I've done so much more at Akima. We've done. I've also worked with AI validation, so I've used like Claude and Bedrock. I've used Keycloak for OAuth, which is like authorization, and like plenty of other things like that. So this is just a little taste of what I've learned, and again, it's way more simple than the actual stuff that I've implemented. In vague terms, we're working to help validate like financial forms. So we're making a website to do that. So it's been really a great time. I've enjoyed it a lot. So I definitely have learned a lot. I mean, I did not know a lot of this stuff before I even came and started working here. So it's been a great time. Yeah. Hello, my name is Ryan Markwitz. I'm going to be demonstrating just a little bit of the things that I've learned at my internship at Akima. Now, I will say